The Belgian MEP said Brexit had served to merely create division in the UK, keeping the Brussels bloc unscathed. He wrote, "Brexiteers thought that Brexit would lead to the breakup of the EU. It didn't. On the contrary, it created turmoil. In Britain. In Scotland. In Northern Ireland. But no complacency. The EU needs to speed up its fight against the forces of populism, nationalism and the politics of fear." But the comments sparked the furious reaction of his colleagues in the European Parliament. Croatian MEP Ivan Sinčić lashed out against the Belgian MEP and tore apart his ever-growing thirst for a political superstate in Europe. He told Express.co.uk, "What Europe needs to speed the fight against is centralization, bureaucratization and more common policies that tear it apart. The cultural differences between East and West and economic gaps between North and South are too big to manage with one policy for all approach." Advocates of the establishment such as Mr. Verhofstadt fail to see the reality. Whatever the problem is, their only answer is, more Europe. What we need is strong nations working together and not a superstate political project. Member states need to keep their sovereignty, especially their national currency. Europe made of patriots working together is a strong Europe. It is the only model that can work with such diversity. EU braced for pandemonium. Sweden dubbed next one to leave. Verhofstadt is one of this curious little liberal Bolshevik who seems to try desperately to promote dissent in the UK to punish the heretic who left the sacred path of Europeism. In reality, Verhofstadt is only another solid reason for fighting against the authoritarian and centralistic forces in the EU who are spoiling a great project. These centralistic forces which are in favor of a bureaucratic superstate are the main reason for the dangers that a reasonable project for Europe faces. And Swedish MEP Charlie Weimers went even further, calling on the Belgian politician to stop obsessing over the UK's departure. He said, "Why beholdest thou the mote that is in thy brother's eye, but considerest not the beam that is in thine own eye? Brexit live, EU taunts isolated UK on 5 years anniversary, live blog trade war averted. Eurocrats discuss plans to end blockade of sausages, analysis Darren Grimes slams block plans to pull British programs off EU TV, video, EU and ECB cause GDP stagnation in southern EU and ever-growing national debts, EU growth rates have been sluggish for 25 years. Euro crisis isn't solved, Target 2 is festering, EU made the migration crisis worse, and the EU failed completely on vaccination. Guy Verhofstadt, stop obsessing about Brexit. Boris Johnson has said the historic vote 5 years ago to leave the EU will now act as a spur to jobs and renewal across the UK as it recovers from the pandemic. In a statement to mark the anniversary on Wednesday of the 2016 referendum, the Prime Minister said it is his mission to use the freedoms it gave to deliver a better future for the British people. Mr. Johnson, who spearheaded the successful Vote Leave campaign, said the country had voted 5 years ago to take back control of our destiny. This government got Brexit done and we've already reclaimed our money, laws, borders and waters, he said. Now as we recover from this pandemic, we will seize the true potential of our regained sovereignty to unite and level up our whole United Kingdom. With control over our regulations and subsidies, and with free ports driving new investment, we will spur innovation, jobs and renewal across every part of our country. The decision to leave the EU may now be part of our history, but our clear mission is to utilize the freedoms it brings to shape a better future for our people.